Well, hello everyone. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Have you hit that damn bell to get you to like and subscribe every bit of content that you get on this YouTube channel, which is playing its role as a complement to what you get on something that is just as important, supporting my Patreon. Let me just take a moment and let you know what you get for your $5 a month on the Patreon. You get every article that I write, every investigation, every episode of the I Just Said That podcast, unlimited Q&A sessions with me, and you get the monthly newsletter and the monthly trivia. Now, speaking of that trivia, we're going to shoot a bonus video about 10 to 15 minutes in length. The Who Just Said That podcast, which we're going to go over all the trivia questions and answers from the past, from the month of October. Now, moving right along. Episode number 51 of the I Just Said That podcast. Coming up this week, and particularly on the Monday, we're going to do it on a Monday night. Like we said, we're going up against Four Corners and Media Watch. Bring it on, Paul Barry. Major thing. The Transport Workers Union, the TWU, and the growing road toll, which was the subject of a 2,000-word investigation by moi. We're going to get into all the different angles on that investigation, and furthermore, Michael Caine, the National Secretary of the TWU, is my guest on the I Just Said That podcast. We are going to play that interview that I based the article on in full. Now, if you think that he has said everything with regard to what was in the feature itself, not so fast. There was one question at the end that I intentionally left out, so it is a podcast bonus about how does he know anyone who is it has affected him more than others with regard to the road toll. And just like what he says about this story itself, I mean, it should touch you and offend you all in the same breath, and wonder why the hell don't we have a Royal Commission looking into this. So that's the major part. Now, there are 3 other articles that I wrote during the week. So, this week, not as many articles as in the past. It's more of a quality rather than quantity. So, we're looking at the FedEx strike that happened last Monday. And there's some new revelations that occurred on that particular strike day. Also, 2 articles from the ACTU mothership. Respect at Work report that the Australian Human Rights Council and their Commissioner Kate Jenkins unveiled earlier in the year. The federal government, apparently, per the ACTU, is looking at pawning it off to state and local OH&S and other jurisdictions, so they are trying to absolve themselves of any responsibility whatsoever. We're going to get into the outrage around that, but also, superannuation is your money. Am I correct? Yeah, you're correct, Will. $5 billion between 3 million workers has either been unpaid or underpaid. All this while the federal government in the parliament is trying to introduce a little bit of reform that's going to help every worker. Don't get me wrong. But the ACTU is also saying, don't stop there. There are other measures of reform that you need to do with regard to correcting superannuation so it affects everyone, and that includes the recovery of that $5 billion to 3 million workers. Also, there's a trivia in the newsletter that went up Sunday, And like I said, we're going to do a special mini podcast about the trivia questions and answers. So make sure that you hit that damn bell, and you're going to get that, and you're going to get all the other lovely content that serves the purpose of this YouTube channel, the LinkedIn, the Instagram, to help propping everything together, to complement all the content on the Patreon. Do enjoy it all. I welcome your feedback. Take care, everyone.